So today we are previewing the first course that I'll be playing for my two first events this year. Let's get going. So hole 1 is a straight 90-meter par 3. You basically have to just get down there and get into that gap, and then there's a slope that you should watch out, so you shouldn't throw too far, and that is basically hole 1. That looks probably too long. That's alright. Okay, we didn't roll too far. I have this 6-meter uphill putt to take a birdie for my first hole. Hope that my putter is warm today. Nope. Oh, left. Okay, that's the correction. We'll take a par on the first one. So hole 2 is an 80-meter par 3. Mostly you'll see people either throw the sidearm roller like me, or they will throw a backhand skip shot. I'm gonna go sidearm roller. That gets around it is pretty... Oh, it jumped. Okay, so the main goal is just to get down around the corner, because if you kick anywhere in the start, you will have issues, but that is a perfectly good drive, and we'll have a circle 2 putt at it. So I have this 15-meter putt for the birdie. Basically anything that gets around the corner you're happy with. It'd be great to start the day with a C2 putt. I fluffed it. Boop. Even through 2. So hole 3 is 93-meter par 3. You'll mostly see the hyzer play into the hill, or you'll see maybe a flex sidearm if you don't have a backhand, and then you'll see me, basically only me, throwing over the top with the tomahawk. Parked it. That's pretty good. Should be a birdie to go 1 down for 3. Good thing about the ground being kind of mushy is that tomahawks will just stick. Nice. That's the first birdie. 1 down for 3. Okay, so hole 4 is a 116-meter par 3. You have to throw a big sidearm, and you have to go a bit up a hill, so it's hard to get under the basket. Throw a turnover backhand, or I've even seen people throw rollers occasionally, which is easier to get through the underbottom. I'm going with the big sidearm, throwing PD2. Oh, I didn't give it any. Okay, I got through the trees, so we'll be alright. It's not the best position to be in, to be fair. I think we should have just a... I think the best idea here is just try and throw that tomahawk line there, and then just skip up to the basket. Oh, almost. I didn't quite get it enough right, but that should be a putt. I should have that. I think this should be like 10.5, so I can jump it. No. We'll take a bogey, we'll go back to even. That is alright. There are lots of scoring opportunities still. Let's just get it on the next hole, which is an eagleable par 4. Hole number 5 is a 180-meter par 4, so it is very much reachable. Basically it's a par 4 because you've got this extremely tight tunnel that you have to hit to get all the way down. Many times you'll hit a tree and ping pong out to either the right side or left side. This hole basically gives everything from eagles to double bogeys. I'm gonna try throw the straight sidearm and just get it as far down as possible, because meters is very important on this hole. Come on, hold it. Oh yeah, come on. And it didn't hit anything. That should be more than good enough. So we'll see you down there. I got really far down here, so I actually have a chance to try and get it in for an eagle. I'm not very confident in the Anheuser putt, so we're gonna go with the Tomahawk. Try and give it a bid, land just by the basket. Oh, that was a decent bid. And as you saw, Tomahawk Just lands by the basket and dies. That is the beauty of that disc. Short little putt here for the birdie to go back to 1 down. Nice. All right, back on track. Getting us another birdie. Hole 6 is a 82 meter par 3 in the short pin, which is the pin is going to be in for the tournament. You just want to throw something that hits the gap. If you have to miss one side, miss left side because there's a lot less trees there. I'm going to go with the sidearm felon, beat in. I'm going to try and release it flat and just let it like flip into that tunnel. Oh, I gave it too much. Come back. I don't know where that ended up, but the left side is a good side to miss. Many times you will get through there. I might be pin high and have a circle 2 putt at it. As I thought, I made it all the way through actually, and I'm pin high, circle 2 with a somewhat open putt. It's a Anheuser putt, so it's going to be a bit difficult. Yeah, that's my issue. I'm not very good at getting it out on that any angle, so it'll basically just hold and not go where I want it to. Taking a par on this, completely fine. Hole number 7, it is the infamous tunnel hole. It is a 66 meter par 3 sidearm or backhand, or even tomahawk, because I do that. Whatever you can get straight for 60 meters and just drop down, throw that. I didn't get it flat. That had too much hyzer. Okay, I landed just in front of this tree. Bit of a unoptimal position, but I should have like a, how do I get this? How do I get my foot here? I should have just a sidearm with the screed chop shot. So if I just release this straight, it should fade over and get down by the basket. And dump. Yeah, nice. That's a 5 meter putt, should be a par. Nice, well executed approach. And just a short par putt. That was left side, but that's mean. Just get it straight on the pole. That's a silly stroke to lose, because now I'm back to even. Which is not bad for getting through the forest. If you get through the forest at even or 1 under, you're going pretty well, because there's a lot of scoreable holes on the back 9. So hole number 8 is a 170 meter par 4. Basically you have to land over in the open area there, and then you have a decision if you want to go through the gap or if you want to go up and over. I'm just gonna try and position myself to go up and over with 2 tomahawks, so should look something like. That should be perfect. Yeah, that's a great place to be. Okay, so I'm maybe a bit closer to the forest than I would actually like, but it should be alright. Just means I have to get my tomahawk to turn a bit left, and I think the distance is right for throwing the flippiest felon. So if I just get it over the small tree there, I should be able to just throw it and let it flip over and come back. And then push. I think I'm short and right. Got it a bit more right than I wanted, but it did the thing that I wanted it to do, so can't be completely unhappy. So I actually thought I was short and right, but turns out the direction was right, but I am still a bit short, so I might need it to have disked up to one of the bit more stable felons, so I'd gotten that bit of extra distance. We'll just make this circle 2 putt. It's downhill, so if I just put it up and let it float down there. Oh, I put it up and it didn't come down. God damn it. That's a par. That was on the line. It just needed to drop just a bit more. Still even through 8. Pretty good place to be for me, I think. The tournament we are playing, which I probably should have talked about like not 8 holes into this video, but like we are playing the Winter Tour event here in Aalborg. This event is split into MA3, MPO, FPO, FA3. So I am going to be playing MPO because I'm over the MA3 rating, and I'm excited. There's going to be a lot of great players. It's going to be exciting to see how I match up on my home course. I'm really looking forward to that. I think my goal then is going to be try and get within cash somehow. We'll see if that's possible. I don't know. As I said, there's going to be a lot of great players. I'm just going to have to see how it goes. Practice round, preview round going pretty well so far. So important to note is that we will not be playing hole 9 for the Winter Tour event. This is one of the 2 holes we'll be skipping in the 20-hole layout. And instead we will be playing hole 12A, which is something we haven't tried a lot before at the club. So that's going to be exciting to see how that flows. We're going to try and see if we can ace hole 9. Oh, to right. Oh, it like hit that guardian on the right, which means it was a bit too right to go in, but it's a pretty good line. I'm going to go put that in. That should be a tap in birdie. Just need to get around that tree. Yes. So technically 1 down on this round, but tournament-wise, still even. So hole 10 is a 90-meter par 3. It has this Mando on the right tree. You have to go left of that. There's basically the backhand flip-up line through that gap, or you can go sidearm flex line through the left. I'm gonna go for the sidearm flex line. Cayman Crew Felon. I need to get this on a bit of Annie, but straight towards that middle tree. And then come back. Skip. Yes. Oh, that is like 5 meters. That's the perfect drive. I have this 3-meter putt left. This is a hole that's actually quite hard to get, so the fact that we managed to hit the line perfectly was pretty great. Okay, to go, 2 down, 1 down in tournament. Yes, what a great drive. Oh, I love parking this hole because the line that you have to hit is just, it's so specific. So when you hit it, it's just like, yes. So important to note is that hole 10A is the other hole that we'll not be playing at the tournament. This is also just going to be a let's see how we throw and maybe score it. Or we will score it because we scored the other one. But you know, the view down from the tee isn't very good, so I'll be putting you guys there and I'll tee off just beside you. So you'll see where the flight ends up because there isn't a view from the tee pad. Something like that, yes. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I went deep. What do you do when your bird goes too far? So I actually hit exactly the line, which meant that I went a bit too far. Luckily, I've got this opening. Should be pretty routine straddle putt. To go 3 down. Yes, nice. So nice when my straddle putt is on. Because sometimes my straddle putt, I'll just not have any power in it and it'll just dump out short, even on short putts. That's not so fun. So 3 down on the round, but technically a 1 down on the tournament because I've birdied the 2 holes that we're not playing. This is hole 11. It's a par 3, 72 meters. If you go too long, there's a massive drop off and you'll end up at the bottom of the hill. You gotta control the distance and make sure that you land exactly at 70. I usually have 2 plays here. It's either sidearm or floppy tomahawk. I think I'm gonna start by throwing the sidearm today as my main play. I see people throwing the backhand as well, like just with the putter nose up, because then they can make it just helicopter at about around 70 meters. It's a really difficult hole to park. You'll usually end up with like a 8, 9, 10 meter depth putt, or you'll roll down the hill. That should be pretty good. Skip a bit. Yes, I'm just cresting the hill, which is perfect. That's a great shot. I need to get you guys. Whee! Love this camera position. This couldn't have been much better. I am 5 meters on the top of the hill. You could have pushed it maybe a meter more and then it would have rolled. So this is kind of perfect. We're gonna do the flip. Everything counts on this hole. Yes, right on it. Let's go, 4 down. 2 down in tournament play as well. Hole number 12, it is the iconic island hole here in Bundgaardsparken. It is a 93-meter par 3. There is stones marking the island and you basically just have to land within it. It's kind of an egg shape. Usually you'll see people go wide hyzer out around or maybe straight at it with a flip-up putter, and occasionally you'll see a sidearm. But obviously I don't like any of that, so I'll go with the tomahawk, just straight at it, land, jump a bit, roll to the basket, get a birdie. That looks perfect. And jump a bit. Oh, the mushy ground just took it, which is actually all right if it stops. If it stops, stop again. It just, did you see that? It just like almost It's in bounds. It's like a 6 meter putt, I think. So chance to go 5 down. 3 down tournament. Opportunity to go 5 down. That's pretty good. We're gonna flip it. Yes, perfect. 5 down. 3 in tournament as well. That's so good. The hole 12A is the hole that we'll be playing instead of hole 9 at the Winter Tour event. So basically this is a 104 meter par 3 where you have to get up on that hill. And it's a really, really fast shot, plays like 130. Either I have to pump a full power sidearm or try and throw a tomahawk that gets over the hazard, which is short right. You'll most often see just the turnover backhand here from everyone else. Ah, that's too left. Okay, that's a good layup. Oh, it rolled a bit up the hill. That'll give me a 12 meter putt. Yeah, I'm probably around 10 or 11 meters here. Close enough that I'm gonna give this a bid instead of just laying it up. Gotta make sure we putt it high. I can feel my foot sliding. Okay, maybe it's gonna be a spinny thing instead of a jump putt. Oof, very close. Good bid. 5 down through 14 holes. That's pretty sick. I think this is one of the best rounds I've had so far out here ever. I can't remember the last time I was 5 down through 14. So there's definitely a few more birdies for me to get. I mean, I can technically birdie all the rest of the holes. Hole 13 is an 87 meter par 3. You have to get out through the initial gap, and then you have to navigate somehow around the tree in the middle of the fairway. There is a raised basket that makes it quite difficult to get an easy putt. I'm going bendy blend swarm sidearm flex. I wanted to get out of the gap, go left, and then come back, so I go around the tree. Oh, yeah, I cut it too close with that one. That's not optimal, but I got out the gap, which is the most important thing. We should be able to pitch up and just get a par from here. My play will be to get the screech on a hyzer and just let it kind of skip a bit down the hill. It doesn't have much skip, so it should just stay. Yes, and then dump down. Yeah, that is like a 7 meter putt. I should have that. Okay, I greatly exaggerated when I said I was 7 meters away. This is like a 5 meter putt. I'm in height with the basket, so it should just be pretty clinical tap-in. Yes, nice. Save the par. Okay, it is time for the infamous hole 14. This is one of the most difficult holes in Bundgaardsparken. And it is because the fairway is pretty tight and you have to get a lot of distance on the first shot to actually be able to birdie it. You can both go backhand, sidearm, tomahawk at it. I want to get a lot of distance, so I'm going to go with the PD on a sidearm. Usually if I want to be safe and just get it 90, 100 meters out there, I'll throw the tomahawk. We want to go for it today. I need to get this out flat so it turns a bit and comes back. Flip more. Oh, why didn't it flip? Oh, that is in the deep. So that is the issue. You can very fast get into trouble on the right side. Try and not end up in that bush because that's not optimal. Okay, so I am very early, very right, which is very not good. There isn't really a lot of options for me to get any forward distance unless I go for something crazy. So I think we're just gonna try and pitch out. Oh no, that's not good. That is not where you want to be in 2 shots. I don't really have a lot to work with, to be fair. So I think we're just gonna try and get a cheeky amount of distance, throwing the splice on the roller. And I rolled it into the forest again. What am I doing? I'm throwing it all away. I'm in the bush again in 3. Just pitch it out, Thomas. It's not that hard. I way overplayed that, so there's not a lot of options but to try and get as far over down there as I can. See if we can't save a double bogey. Don't roll. Stop, stop, stop. Fall. We have about 60 or 70 meters left. Easily enough done with the berg. Oh, I dropped it. No. There might not be a putt from there. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I am just about circle's edge. Ow. And I just broke my back on a branch. Okay. This needs to be a really, really good putt. Almost killed you guys. Damn it. Triple freaking bogey. Hole 15, an 82 meter par 3, where you basically have to go up this alley and then go right, because we're in the position that up in the right corner. You'll see some people try and throw backhand roller. You'll see a couple of low flex sidearms, but most people will try some kind of variation of up and over, because it's just a lot more open up there, so makes the most sense. I'm also throwing up and over. New Go S, kind of going just a straight at it line. That has the height. Is it right enough? Yes, that is parked. You probably can't, you can maybe see in the left side just where it landed, but that was on point. Basically parked. That's a very nice bounce back birdie after that triple bogey. So we are 3 down, 1 in the tournament. This is hole 16. It's an 82 meter par 3. You basically have to go out the gap and just a bit left. So most people will throw backhand hyzer. There's a hazard up on the left or on the right that you don't want to land in, because that'll give you a penalty stroke. I like to throw the flex sidearm that goes left and then comes back. Oh. Nope. I gave it way too much flex, so it ended up over here. I have to get back around to the basket because we're down left. I'm gonna throw Screech on a bike hyzer, try and get it to just be inside 5-7 meters. Should be perfect. Yeah, around 5 meters. I think it was harder to get it closer than this, so pretty good. Yeah, no trouble. Good par save. So hole 17 is probably the least birdied hole on the course. Maybe hole 14 is a bit less birdied, but it is a 190 meter par 4. And the first challenge is that you have to go up and to the right, and it's a very uphill shot. You'll see most people will go with a flex backhand, or they will go with a hyzer sidearm to get as far up on the grass area, the flat ground, as you can. I'm gonna attempt to throw the tomahawk that goes just straight over the trees, because then I can cheat a bit of the distance and be up on the flat ground. This usually has to take a pretty good rip, so. Oh, I turned that way to the right. It needs to get over. I did not hear any trees. That might be out on the other side. If that's out on the other side, that's a massive drive. Guys, we made it over. Requires a lot of power to get it over that much right. We have an actual chance of birdieing hole 17, which would be sick. I'm just gonna throw another tomahawk. That's basically the way we do it. That should be pretty good. Come on, swing. Oh, it kind of counter skipped. I should be around circle 2. I swear it landed like here and then just counter skipped to the right. That's so unfortunate, because if it had just skipped straight, we would have skipped straight to the opening, had a straight putt at it. Now I don't really have a proper putt at it, so we're gonna take the Koimahawk. I can go a bit further out, I think. Yeah, like that. No! Oh, that was such a good bid. That was really close. Would have been a sick birdie to get. Getting an easy tap in par in this hole, always welcome. Nice par. It is time for the final hole of this video. It is hole 18 at Bundgaardsparken. It is a 208 meter par 5, which is very tricky from the white tee, because first you have this mando that you have to go right off. So it's kind of a tunnel shot. And you either have the option to go laid up out left and then go up over the hill, or you can try and throw one straight and get up to the top of the hill in one shot. I don't really have the backhand to go straight up over, or like go straight, so I usually like to try and get out in that layup area to the left. You might think I do it in quite a unique way, because yeah, I do. This is a left skipping tomahawk. Kind of just gets me to the position that I want to be in. I could have pushed it a bit further. Usually if you're laying up to the left pocket, you want to be a bit further forwards, a bit more left, so you have a more open angle at it. But I should be able to still throw a tomahawk up there, get to somewhere where I can push for the green, or I can lay up and get the 5. Oh, that's... Ooh, that skipped on top of the hill. I didn't get that up in the air, I'll admit that. Not my best effort, but we're up there. We have the option to go for the green, or we can just play safe and lay it up. So, despite skipping on the top of the hill, I still made it up over. The angle is a bit too tricky for me to actually attack, so I'm just gonna throw a layup, just a soft tomahawk. Make sure I'm in a place where I can take a safe par. Just like that. We have a chance to putt at it if we want, but we can also just lay up. Make sure we get our -3, -1 with a tournament play. That's pretty good. That was the goal, so pretty happy with that. This is a pretty sketchy putt to run, so we're just gonna pitch it out and around, do a hyzer putt, make sure that we're close to the basket for the par. That was definitely far enough. We're not going to talk about how that was almost in the hazard. It's all right. There's a tap in par from there. Right, so that concludes the preview of Aalborg Bundgaardsparken for the winter tournament I am playing this weekend. It's going to be a good tournament. I'm feeling really good. My putt is warm. My drives feel really good. So yeah, I think we can do a pretty good job. Yeah, at our home course. Let me know down in the comments which shot was your favorite. I guess I will see you next time. And remember guys, stay unique.